discuss all of this in a broader context is Phillip Blond, former advisor to David Cameron and director of Res Publica think tank. So tell me, are these just snowflakes whinging? Is this the way politics has always been and always needs to be? Or, I'll put this to you, many millions of people who voted for Brexit hadn't engaged with politics for, well, forever, in many cases. They were actually hoping for something better than this, weren't they?
I think they were. I think that what this is quite interesting. It's like a MeToo moment. So this has always gone on. I've heard countless stories, I'm sure you have. MPs being threatened when the whips know they're having an affair, that they say, we'll brief you to the newspapers. That's the job of the whips. They essentially collect blackmail material.
The little black book.
Yeah. And that's how they control. What I think is interesting, and I've heard of direct threats to MPs over the last 10 years. It's the norm. What I think is interesting about this is you have an MP that you wouldn't expect coming out and say, actually, you know what, this is unacceptable, and linking it to funding for activities in his constituency for the benefits of his constituents. It's a new moment. And what I think is happening in the country generally is that human beings become moral when things break down, when things don't make sense. And morality is a curious thing because you can't explain why it exists, but it's a kind of fundamental survival mechanism where people say, actually, we all have to live by norms. And if the norms are breached, then what's after that is unacceptable. So I think this is the redrawing of a new political demand on politics. And I think we're seeing this with COVID and the behaviour in Number 10. I think we're seeing this with all of these revelations. And I think it marks something new from people, which is actually we do want something different. And this is no longer acceptable.